Hi everyone, today I'm gonna do a new portfolio review. So you guys, once again, I am not an expert. I'm not trying to position myself as an expert. I am speaking only from my personal experience with selling AI and non-AI images on Adobe Stock. Any criticism that I have is not towards the author of the portfolio, but towards the images, and the purpose is to improve and hopefully get more sales from the portfolio. So let's start now. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through the couple of pages of the portfolio so that you get a feel, of what's in it. And then we will talk about it. So I've asked the author, and they confirmed that they are not using Midjourney to generate the images. I know it's getting old, me talking about Midjourney, but as I've explained in some of the previous videos, I'm just trying to recommend, the tools that are best in class, and if I can see that the image quality is lacking because of what tools are used, then I am going to tell you about it, because I think that it's important. Okay, so we've seen the first three pages. I think it's enough for now. So what I want to say in general, so again, as actually the previous review, the previous author, the portfolio is quite heavy on the illustrations. And I don't know, from my personal experience again, the illustrations are not selling for me as good as photos. So I cannot really recommend creating illustrations. Maybe someone can comment, under the video if you are successful with selling a lot of illustrations. If you want to concentrate on illustrations, I would really research current design trends and what styles are popular currently. Often stock agencies have articles on the design trends and things like that, so I would for sure study those, so that you are not just creating the illustrations randomly, but so that you are creating the illustrations that are actually on trend and are interesting to the buyers. And also, as I can see, for example, here with the rocket, I would also go for those conceptual kind of illustrations as here. Let's look at your title: a digital illustration of a rocket launch with a rising graph, business growth and financial success concept, generative AI. You don't have to write that it's generative AI anymore. On Adobe Stock, if you're also selling this image elsewhere that does require this, then okay. But otherwise, I think that Title is actually very good, and this is like a job well done with the titles. Let's see the keywords: rocket launch, growth, success, business, finance. Yes, the keywords look good to me also. So I would go for the this kind of concepts. It doesn't have to be only like about finance, but I think it's a good idea to concentrate on those. Yeah, there are some like Christmas images in your portfolio. So the image is like new, I think. Let's see when it was, if it says when it was uploaded. Yeah, I cannot see it. I think it's like the newer images, so don't yet post Christmas stuff. You can start generating Christmas in the summer, but in the spring it's a little bit too early for Christmas, in my opinion. All right, so like a lot of illustrations. Look, I think, for example, this is like a good image. So it's conceptual. It has like an anthropomorphic dog, which the anthropomorphic animals are a trend, so that's a good thing. And the description is good. So like healthcare, pet care. I would use also veterinary, doctor in there. But there is a problem with the stethoscope in this image. So you can see here that the stethoscope has the same sides, and it has to be this on one side and this on the other side. So this picture is actually missing the second side, and here it is the same. And it's like a detail but it's a detail that might decide if your image is getting sold or not. So I would pay attention, and it really doesn't take a long time to just, I don't know if your generator, allows you to vary the region of the image. Midjourney does that. If not, you can Photoshop it, so you can take this part from this image, this part from this image, and just, to switch them for the photos. It will really increase the commercial value of those images. And as I said, like conceptually, I think this is good. I would also recommend maybe using a more popular dog breed also for this kind of idea. You can generate, more of those, and just pay attention so that the tools are correct. For example, this one is well, I don't know if the doctor, yes, so he has it like in his ears now, let's say. So I think this is like better. But yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. So if you're generating animals, I would go for this like anthropomorphic animals, again, conceptual images, something like with the Pomeranian here, like party animals. I think those are quite popular animals in the wild, in the nature. I'm not sure. Maybe the ones that are rare and hard to photograph, and that there is like not a lot of images of those, maybe. But I wouldn't heavily concentrate on the animals in the wild. Again, in my opinion, if you look, for example, here at this cat, yeah, so the image doesn't suggest that, you know, the cat is blind or something. And if you look at the eyes just look strange. There is no pupil in there, and it gives a very strange look. Like it's like, you know, if you compare to the cat here, the eyes are normal, and this cat here is just like a weird zombie cat, even though the image overall is like a nice, but the eyes are making it look strange, and not again, it diminishes the potential commercial value of the image. Those kind of backgrounds for the interior designs are also popular. I would again play with the trends. You know, the wall molding is popular right now, for example, so you can play with it a little bit more. And like overall, I like the, you know, this kind of images with the animals that are, as I said, like a concept, a party, holiday, doctor. You know, here you have Halloween images. Again, I think it's a bit early to post for Halloween. And if you get those ideas, just keep it for later and upload it them a bit later in the year. So the cacti are also popular, so I would also play with it a little bit. The image is a little bit bland, I would say. So some ideas are good, I think, but you need to work on them a little bit more. The food images, I don't know, they a little bit look unreal to me. So, and that's where your generator comes. And you know that the photorealistic images are just a little bit subpar to what other generators can do, in my opinion. I actually generated an image to compare to the one in your portfolio. I think it's on the next page. Yeah, so there's it's like a wedding season now, so wedding cakes probably would be in demand. I would also again play with the backgrounds. I would research, you know, what cakes are popular right now for the weddings, what colorings, and so on. So here, the pistachio cupcakes with the roses. Like the petals look real, but here the roses look a little like fake, which is, you can have, of course, like fake roses on the cupcake, but you say it's like edible rose petals, so it like seems that the rose should be more real. So just to compare, and not like, I think this probably you can leave as is, but just to see the difference if you like generate in Midjourney. And so I generated you know, pistachio cupcakes with the roses, and you can see that it's very detailed. The cream looks really real, or like everything looks real. The rose is really natural. Also, you can see it in the second image, and I think if you like, I would put them side by side. So to me, again, personally, this image is much more like appetizing and wants me to buy it, then this image, this looks a little bit fake. So yeah, so I don't want to like concentrate on talking about a Midjourney, but I do want you to see the difference and to compare the two, and it's of course up to you what tools you choose to use or not to use. I cannot influence something like that, but I think it is my job to give you this comparison and to give you this advice. All right, so another thing, right? The wooden backgrounds. So the wooden backgrounds are popular, and also it's if you look on Adobe's side, it'll be like, and if you scroll through the most downloaded images, there will be like a wooden background there. But there is really like a ton of them on Adobe, so I wouldn't again concentrate too much with the wooden backgrounds, or I would go with some like interesting looking ones. Like here you have a bit of pastel colors in the wood, so I would try something like that, not just the normal ones. Again, this cat's eyes and this cat's eyes look very strange. And what I also wanted to talk is this series. So it's a phoenix rising from ashes surrounded by fluctuating stock market graphs. So the idea, I feel like, is good and interesting, but in basically all of them here, I don't even basically see the charts. In the rest of them, you kind of can see the charts, but it's very like in the background. So I would try to regenerate this prompt and put the graphs more on the foreground of the image and put the phoenix and in the background, so that the concept of the stock market is really readable better in this case, because I think it's not a bad idea for sure to put on Adobe Stock, but again, the execution could be a little bit better, and you can just work on that, and it's in my opinion like a really easy fix, and it will improve again the potential of the image. Yeah, for example, here you have like the holiday kind of flat lay. I think it's a little bit of a mess. Like if you, again, like it's about the details. As we have discussed, there is really like a lot of images on Adobe Stock, and so the competition is high. And if you want to compete successfully, you need to compete with good quality images. And if you look here at the flip-flops, for example, well, you can see there, right there, that it's like it doesn't look what it should be looking like, and it will basically destroy. And even like the bottle has a strange lid on it. It will kill the potential of the photo, because the clients will notice those details. Also, like I would add a little bit like the shadow play in there, because it looks like it's not really sunny to me. So the image is a little like bleak is the word, I think. The umbrellas, again, they don't look like they would look if they were really in there. It just looks like toy umbrellas, and a bit weird in my opinion. For example, here, like the picnic or the camping and making food on the outside in the nature, I think is a potentially a good idea and could be a trendy image. But I would again play with it. I would try and make the image that will also show the background with maybe some scenic mountains or something like that, so that it is like a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so again, I don't want to go page by page and look at the whole portfolio. I just want to give some general advice. So as I said, try not to concentrate on the illustrations as much, and if you want to do illustrations, I would really look into trends and go for more conceptual images. The concepts should be readable really easily from your images. I wouldn't do pets in nature or pet animals in the nature much, but I think like the anthropomorphic party concepts with animals are not a bad idea. Be attentive to details so that there are not really any things that shouldn't look as that don't look as they should look. And yeah, consider again maybe changing the generator that you are using, but as I said, like, you don't have to do it, of course. So hopefully this was helpful to you, and if you want me to do more portfolio reviews, be free to send me the links to your portfolios, and I will have a look and give my opinion on those. And thank you for watching the video, and I will see you very soon.